Well, good morning, everybody. Gordy with West Coast Saw. We're back out here this morning to finish this job out. There's no winds, finally, so got a little sunrise right there. Pretty nice out. These power lines, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but they're oh, my phone cut out there. Power lines are making a ton of noise this morning. There's a lot of moisture in the air. But let me flip the camera around here. We got a guest appearance right here. Dan the Axeman.
Oh yeah.
Dan's a buddy of mine. He collects old antique logging stuff, and he's very good at it. He helped me pretty much deck out my whole shop with axes and whips and everything to kind of make a museum. So he's got a little store out in, where is it, Eatonville?
Yep, out in Eatonville. Center Street Junction, there's a little booth in there.
Yeah, he's got some cool stuff. So he's gonna come out, pound some wedges for us, pack the gas. He's a hell of a good guy, do all that. So we're gonna have a blast, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Don't be nervous.
Oh, I'm not.
All right.
I'm ready to go.
And then, of course, we all know Mike with the mustache. Mustache Mike. There you go. That's your new name, right? Mustache Mike.
I knew he was going to say that. As soon as you Mike with the mustache, I knew it was coming. Yeah.
All right. Donnie's already been piling stuff up, so we're headed out back. Okay, buddy, give her hell. How'd that feel, partner?
Oh yeah.
Liking that?
Oh yeah.
And they're old pictures.
Really?
Yeah, that's where you got to go, but you can't get in there.
I got this Kenzie photo.
Hard to get anything done when you're just standing around.
The trees start falling by themselves when I show up.
That's because I'm doing all the cutting. Come on. All right, let's head up and get these big dogs.
You took our trail away, so we got to go.
Well, there's a clear trail right through that sticker brush.
Yeah. Yeah, and when you get these set into place and you're hitting them in, you start wailing on them every now and then. Check these, make sure they're tight. So if you hit this and it flies out, this whole tree don't sit back, and these aren't caught up, because then you got ½ inch. This tree might sit all the way back and snap your hold wood and go over backwards.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense.
Go ahead. Like that.
Like that.
Like that.
Start hammering those all the way deep. Sink them. Attaboy. Doing good, Dan. Keep going, bud. Got her on the move.
Oh yeah, she's moving.
She's moving. Okay, now put your double stacker in there and follow it up.
You don't have to wail on those.
Just walk them in. Once they get in there good, then you can go to town.
Try to come down and in more instead of on top.
There you go. Keep going.
Going.
You'll know when she's going. Nice job, Dan.
Dan the Axe Man.
Feeling good, buddy?
Arm
Wedge
burner.
founder extraordinaire.
Not bad for a Saturday.
Oh yeah.
We got some structures over here. House is right over there. Nice fur. Check it out, Dan. Look at that log cabin over there.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like a
Good stuff in there.
cool looking.
Find all that.
Well, I just changed my chain for the second time. I'm down to my last chain now. A couple of you guys were asking me what chain I run. I run the Oregon Full Skip 63 gauge. A lot of guys run full comp or semi skip. It just depends on what kind of wood you're in and so forth. But yep, the old 500's been doing really well. The other day it started running kind of crappy, and I stopped and I ran Mike's 462 for the rest of the day. And I went home and put a fuel filter and a spark plug, and runs perfect again. So that's one tip for you guys. I mean, to keep your injector clean and all that, it would be really beneficial to keep changing your fuel filter and that spark plug constantly. So about once a month, like Donnie Walker says. That's a pretty good timeline, especially if you're running your saw, you know, constantly. We got a couple more to go back here, and we'll call it a day. Oh, I will add on the chain situation there. I fell with a guy the other day, really good faller. His name was Steve, and he ran full comp, and he has been all over the West Coast, and he likes the full comp. And some guys like the full skip because there's less, obviously, teeth to sharpen. But his theory was that even though he could rock it, hit some dirt, he had all those teeth he could just keep on cutting. And his main theory behind it was, what do you spend your time mostly doing? And I thought about it. I was like, well, you limbing and bucking, of course. And he was like, there you go. You know, you get a good, hungry, full comp chain, and your limbing and bucking gets faster. And you don't spend that much time on the stump. So that was his philosophy. I know everybody has their own situations and what they like, but kind of makes you wonder, you know, from the old boys, they kind of know, but I always like the full skip, and I ran the semi skip. The full comp is not a bad chain. It's just really aggressive when you start running longer bars. You know, normally when you run a full comp, you're running a shorter bar. But anyway, I just wanted to say that old Steve, he was cutting with the full comp, and Garrett and I were thinking about trying that full comp out just to get a roll of it and see what it was like, actually. So, but that's what I got now. I better get over there and help these old boys. Rotten piece of shit.
You can sink those all the way in because the center's gone.
Right.
Look at Dan the Axeman go, buddy. Get some. Stack some up, Mike. It needs a little more. Stack them up.
Come on, baby. There she goes.
are you doing here, Mike?
I'm showing him how to put these on those pants so we can get him some suspenders. So basically take this, put these over your shoulder, set this in place. I just take a Sharpie and mark the hole. Then you take this thing, you find the hole, and when you push it through, you take that onto there, and then you can use pliers or put it in a vise or whatever and just squeeze it on, and then now you have that.
I put them on the floor and just hit them with the hammer.
Yeah, that's what Gordy does, but and then they basically will look like that when they're on, and then like that.
Sweet.
To me personally, I'll wear suspenders versus a belt. I don't know that this is true or not, but I know I've heard from old timers before that the reason a lot of loggers started wearing suspenders was because you have a leather belt on. So let's say you're doing something, you're setting chokers in the woods or doing whatever, and a branch or something hooks onto that leather belt. You're going up that hill with that log that's on that yarder.
Oh, I
see what I'm saying? Because that leather ain't gonna break, but if it hooks onto this, it'll rip it right off. That way, you still get your pants held up, but you ain't gonna die.
Yep.
So you can have these.
I didn't know that.
That's what I was told.
It makes sense.
And then another thing that I was told was when their pants are like this. So if you look
literally just about to ask you why do you guys do that?
Look right here. So you see on a pair of jeans, you ever notice how hard it is to rip this bottom flap that's double sewed? Yeah. You ever tried to rip that off? Okay, imagine if that gets hooked on something. You're gonna trip and fall, land on your face, you name it. You hook this on something, it's just gonna flare your pants open and rip them. So that'll save you from breaking your ankle or breaking your knee or, all that stuff.
Well, good day today. Good day, guys.
Good day.
Mountain Man Dan.
Sure.
Oh,
yeah.
Thanks for thanks for helping, bud.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, that's a wrap. Say goodbye, Mustache Mike. Adios. Well, we got everything finished up. Ended with that big cedar, so that was kind of nice. So yeah, heading her on home, taking a shower. That burnt stuff gets on you and it feels like ass, but just want to thank everybody for leaving nice comments on our comment section there, and it sounds like you guys like this kind of stuff. I don't cut all the time, but I like to get out here and test our products, and if I can, I'll throw a couple suggestions on saws here and there, and if you guys like this kind of thing, I'll just keep on posting. But I got some interesting stuff coming up, so yeah, thank you to everybody, and hope you have a great afternoon.